Welcome back to some Cosmic Express. I'm Dear Darling, and all aboard, we're about to depart, where we are continuing on with these puzzles. And I really want to finish off with the base levels before we get to Nova, because Nova we're definitely going to spend a while on. I don't really know which of these levels I feel like is the most doable. This one, I can't believe I haven't solved that level, I'm going to be honest. And this level, I think I'm close with this level, but I'm not close enough. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't really have much of a way of a guess on this level, so we might as well try it. Now I've got to imagine it's this, and then we come down here to deliver and grab you. But to deliver and grab you, we have to pass over a crossroad, otherwise we are going to perish. So something like this. And then what? Well, we don't have to necessarily go through that crossroad. No, we do, because... Okay, wait. But the whole concept of this is we have to leave enough space to be able to deliver to this one again, because that screams to me the solution. So we can do this, we can actually loop around and deliver this. I think this is something different from what I did previously. Actually, wait, is this it? No, it's not it. This feels close though. This feels like real close. This part is the tricky part, isn't it? What if I went through both of these to begin with and then came down? Why would that be useful? Is that useful? It doesn't feel useful. Oh, I guess we could do that one. Hold on. Hold your horses. No, this is not useful, actually. Because we haven't picked anything up from that corner. Okay, I've got to imagine the start is something along these lines, though. And, like, pick you up. Well, we need to deliver you, then pick you up. Because we have to go and pick up one of these two aliens first. And we have to thus block off one side of one of these boxes. Without less generality, we're doing the top one. So that means we have to leave this side open. So we cannot go this direction. We have to go this direction at least. This has to be the start of our solution. Which is, I mean, I guess it's good to narrow it down a little bit, but it hasn't narrowed it down a lot. And it probably is not this. I mean, you can see the general idea is the fact that we need to basically pick one up and then just like deliver them all in turn and then go back to where we start and then get to the exit. Of course, you know, easier said than done. How do you do that? Probably by using these crossroads, but the way to actually use them I've not quite figured out. But this seems promising. Wait a second. This is close. I think the thing I forget is the fact I need two whenever we wall ourselves off from this final box, we need one entrance, one exit. So we have to pass through two crossroads first. Otherwise we won't have one entrance, one exit. But how do you get out? You can't get out like that. So we have to pass through something like this first. It gives you your one entrance, one exit. But it blocks something else off. Is it even possible to use all the crossroad crossings here? Are some of them just fake? I mean, this game is quite deliberately designed, is the impression I get, so I can't imagine that you would ever not want to use one of the crossings. But maybe that's just false. Maybe I need to be totally okay with just being like, hey, this crossing, don't need it. No, we need to get out. And then... okay, yeah, we definitely can't start off like that, I forgot. But we can't do this, because then we can't get through again. No, we can get through again, we can just do this. But we just abandoned... It's not a way to do it. Hold on. We need... I don't even know what we need. We need this part to go through here, I think. No, but that blocks this off. We need a bit more space. I need a bit more room to grow. This is so close. I just need a tiny bit more space to work with. I must be crossing over wrong things at wrong point. If this is the final thing we deliver, What is our exit going to look like? It has to be an exit through crossroads, right? I don't know what else it could be. So it has to be something like this. And we pick you up. But we have to deliver to you first. Hold on, that doesn't make sense. It can't be something like that then. Why is this game so hard? That is forced. Probably. Do you think it's not actually without loss of generality? I mean, this entire level is symmetric. I was like, what if the actual solution, we had to do it from the bottom up first? Maybe we should do that just to try and like get different iterations of what we're doing out there. But by different iterations, by fact, like, you know how sometimes when you're drawing, you flip the canvas to make you see things, and you're like, maybe this is like a similar sort of thing where we can flip the canvas to try and get different ideas going. I guess a question I've got for myself. I've got two options. Do I deliver to you or do I deliver to you first? Maybe it doesn't matter. I can't think of a good enough reason why it should matter. Except for this delivery is a bit easier, I suppose, by doing something like that. Actually, it feels quite inevitable. We do eventually have to block off some things. Some other crossroad, hey? So if we did that... we can take you to the exit, that's not what we want though. It does feel like we need to deliver you first because it feels like it's too difficult otherwise to get back to you. Like there's no way the solution will result in us doing what we're doing right now. This is like not even using one of the crossroads. Well, really no good reason. It has to be we cannot use all the crossroads. I'm just looking at the arrangement now and I'm being like, there's no way. Like, how are we ever going to use this crossroad? This is using the crossroads and it's not even useful. You must admit, the baby, all the time I've been by your side. I feel like it's inevitable. Because I have noticed that when we do these complete solutions, quote, quote, where we use everything, we do tend to leave two of the crossroads uncrossed. So I wonder if there's like some sort of symmetrical pattern in here. This is quite a symmetrical level. In fact, I would wager that the answer might be rotationally symmetrical. Actually, I don't think that'll be possible because of the arrangement of the way you're meant to deliver the aliens. That's probably not true. But the fact that we've always seemed to have left two crossroads left feels awfully suspicious to me. Now, you see, my justification also for going for this one first is that it's the harder of the two to get to. It only gets harder the more paths we put down, but I can't even think of a way we could conceivably get there properly. It almost feels like we have to go through two. No, we should only have to go through one. Because as soon as we delivered you, we just need to get out again, right? Yeah. I think. It'd be really nice if we were not delivering to you. It still requires one entrance, one exit though. That's the thing. Whenever we corner off the first time we deliver, the first box, we have to have one entrance, one accessible entrance and one accessible exit. So does that kind of force it to be these two? We need a way in and a way out. If so, is that true? I guess it can be true. Like, we can do this. Hold up. When we come down here, we have our one way in, one way out. It's not a useful way out, though. This is not a useful way out. Or way in. So, probably we don't loop on ourselves because we need it to be a useful way in still. But we kind of have to. So does that suggest that we don't deliver to you next? We should be delivering to the bottom right? But okay, if we have our way in, way out, let's say it's like this, it doesn't really matter which way round, probably exits this way. We have to do this to get out. But we can't use a crossroad here. So there must be something wrong with my assumption, because this is not possible. Or where I've set things up. But these two feel like the most obvious ones. So, I mean, I did like a solution where I can't even remember how I got to that solution, I'm going to be honest. But the one where, yeah, this loop. This doesn't get used though. And this one doesn't get used either, actually. But is that something I'm okay with? Like, there's no point in going after this crossroad then. The only one which matters is this crossroad. But again, we have a way in, a way out, but now we don't have a way to the exit. Because of this. It does feel a bit space inefficient. We're not even using this crossroad. So this definitely can't be the solution anyway. I'm not going to say definitely, but I would imagine whatever the solution is to this level, it uses all 4 crossroads. Maybe not entirely, but at least uses them. I feel like there must be some sort of mathematical way to represent this level. Not that I know it or can think of it. This is definitely cannot be possible because we can't even reach it anymore. Can we? I don't even think this makes sense. What am I doing? I simply don't know what I'm doing. There's no way this is a solution. This doesn't even make sense. It must be going to you. Actually, as I'm finding out, it actually cuts me off from a lot of things. Surprisingly. So I feel like I must deliver to you. I just need the correct arrangement of these. And maybe the correct arrangement actually quite deliberately goes past a crossroad. And very explicitly is like, we don't use you as a crossroad. And maybe that's why I've never stumbled across a solution, because it feels so wrong. It feels so inefficient. Again, we were not using 2. And I feel like the 2 we don't use should be symmetrical, but I'm not sure. Actually, this is almost kind of like a rotationally symmetrical solution. It's not really, but what if we can make it rotationally symmetrical? Do we want to even make it rotationally symmetrical? It'd be like this. I think that's just no. No, I'm seeing that because that makes picking up the orange thing be the last thing. So, what can I do? Like, I feel like we must pass through these 2 or something. I deliver you as I do a loop-de-loop. I deliver you, but we've been here before. And I don't think it's where I want to be. So what if we instead went this way through? Again, not very useful. I'm just trying to look at things being like, is there a way I can use one less crossing? I'm just trying to think of like a mathematical way to model exactly the crossing overs, because it kind of feels like we're forced to do, we're sort of like changing an invisible parity or we pick this up. Like we had to like change our parity here by switching around, and then we can deliver this one normally, then we had to like change our parity again, and then we like had to change our parity one more time to get to the end. But I can't formalize it in my head. Well, I mean, this is certainly evocative. I don't think it's particularly useful. It's not very space efficient, is how I describe this solution. So, I mean, it's like, come on. I'm like so close, probably, to the solution. I keep doing the same thing over and over again. I wonder if I'm close to the solution with this. What if this was our two ways in and out? That doesn't even make sense because this can't be part of a wall which is blocking us off on the bottom left. It's just like the thing up here. We give ourselves an exit, but then we completely squander it by not using it. Like, we keep making these closed pockets, which are not very useful. So I feel like by design, we have to not use a couple of those crossing overs. But I don't know. I can't see the solution, I'm going to be honest. This one I'm still annoyed by. How do I not have a solution? It feels so easy. It feels like it should be. Like, what do I want my solution to look like? Almost certainly, the final solution is going to be something along the lines of this. Or this. Going through a portal, I think. I don't know if it can even be that. Does that make sense? But it feels like I can't see how this would not be the final one we deliver. And we don't immediately just pick up a purple and go through a portal. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't this feel too... Like, we're kind of leaving a channel here, which I've not really thought about in the solution, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think. And this one as well, like, I can't believe this doesn't just like immediately get solved just by doing like this. And then being like, whoa. It's like cray cray. Like, it feels like the solution should just come out. It's not like shocking, almost, it's not. It's like positively... This must be the first move. I cannot see another worthwhile first move. And this is probably the second move. And then you look at this and be like, oh no, I've trapped myself. But really, I haven't. It just feels like I have. Because I actually have down here. But it feels like there should be a way not to trap myself down here. I suppose a way not to trap myself would be to allow an exit like this. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. When I come out like here, then... But like... Maybe it's like a psych out thing. Literally makes no sense. What am I doing? It feels like I should have a solution to this one. It feels like it should literally just fall out onto my lap. And it feels like the answer should be so simple. Something just like this. And it's like, oh, you know, you just deliver it and you go back into a portal. But the portal's not open. Like, how can this not have such a simple solution when this is such a... I don't know if it's a forced move, but it feels like a forced move. I'm sort of like a shock that fact that this isn't the solution, like, immediately. Basically what I'm saying is that I'm shocked this isn't a level where I'm like, oh, I can only do one thing, and that one thing is the solution. That's how I describe this level. The fact it is not that is astonishing. We can make so much space for ourselves, but it doesn't honestly matter, does it? It just sort of prolongs the inevitable. It's probably because I don't need to go into the thing that way, is my guess. I don't think that's a useful way either, though, so it must be like this. No, what is going on? The thing with this is we can't actually get out, though. We do this, but no, we're still stuck. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to accept no progress in this one. It feels so close. I genuinely don't know. Like, I'm still shocked. I'm shocked at how difficult these three feel after the amount of time spent on them, because this one, as I say, it feels like the answer should be so direct because there's not a lot you can do, and this one I'm surprised we haven't even randomly stumbled across into the answer at some point. But this one I'm willing to give myself more lenience for. Whenever you see 4 crossroads like that, I'm just like, man, the complexity of this is so high. But anyway, I'm gonna have to round this episode off here because I don't have an idea. I'm trying to think if I have like a last minute idea, but I generally don't. I'm astonished by this one. Anyway, I'm going to round this episode off here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Cosmic Express. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.